Let's play some tunes and let people come in. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the live stream. If you're watching this live, enjoy the show. And if you're not watching this live, enjoy the rerun. 5 minutes break, guys. 5 minutes break. Let people come in the chat. Hex lost a 0. Yeah, Hex lost a 0. No music. Oh, it just ended. There we go, guys. There we go. Little real late adopter, please stand up. Yeah. Who's in the chat? Patch Guitar, let's go. Hey man, how you doing? Let's do this. Priest of Crypto, Muhammad. Will the real adopter. Trice, yo. Hex lost the 0. Yeah, Hex lost the 0, man. Right now 0.09. Minus, it was minus 15% down, right now minus 10. But I'm gonna tell you what I think about Hex right now after this. How's it looking? I haven't been checking. It's going according to the plan, guys. Everything is going according to the plan. There is no surprises yet. You know what we are looking at the chart right now, you know, it's exactly as we are expecting this to happen, and so far all is going good. Well, technically it's not going good, but you know, it's going the way we thought it's gonna go. Don't worry, TLA, I'm here, man. Jimmy the Pig is in the chat to save the day. Give us good news, please. There is no good news, man. I just you know, started watching the Coin Bureau video about Europe wanted to ban, you know, DeFi and everything else, you know, so you know, there is a lot of FUD going around. I've been melting on the beach all day, 35 Celsius in Barcelona today. Yeah, I heard that, you know, Spain is gonna have, you know, is having already, you know, some kind of historical you know, late May temperatures. You've been streaming for 3 minutes, you need a 5-minute break on a tough day. No, but you know, we need to give people like 5 minutes, you know, to get in the chat. So that is that. Hello from Black Creek, Wisconsin. Hey man, how you doing? You know, with the names like Black Creek, you know, and stuff like that, man, I just think like woods, you know, mountains, you know. Black Creek, Wisconsin, where is that? Black Creek, Wisconsin. I don't know if I... Great. Let's see images up here. Well, there was a flood. It's a nice little town. It's a nice little town. I can tell you that much. Black Creek, Wisconsin is a village north central outgaming country. Nice village, man. Nice village. Where is it? Oh, that looks nice. It's so flat, man. It's so flat. You know, like you know, whole of you know, USA. It's like it's flat. Look at this, man. So cozy and nice. But you know, I was expecting a little bit more more mountains though. A little bit more mountains. A little bit disappointed that there is no mountains, but you know, it does look nice and cozy. It does look nice and cozy. BTC dead, not yet. It's gonna soon be dead, and when it's dead, we're gonna buy, guys. We're gonna buy. Ready to go up, then down. Lol. Ciao, Salad. Ciao, M24 photo. I'm tired of day trading crypto. Don't day trade, man. Just buy and hodl for 2 years. I'm visiting Barcelona this week. What's up, Salah? Mladen, not much. Just doing the review on what's gonna happen in the Bitcoin space right now. I bring some factor 50. You know, you need like at least factor 100 for that stuff. Hell yeah, check it out. It's nice. It's nice. Yeah, pretty flat, but Niagara Escarpment is like 20 miles south. What's Niagara Escarpment? I don't know what that is. Oh, ooh, that's nice. That's nice. So where is Black Creek? If you go to Black Creek, Wisconsin, and go to the maps, where is that actually? In Wisconsin, yeah. Oh, it's Chicago, north of Chicago. Green Bay, so you got some big city next to you, you know, so it's not that far away. And what was this place you talked about? Niagara Escarpment. Let's see up here. So it goes, okay, so it goes right where you know, on the other side of the town. What was the town? You say Green Bay? So yeah, it's right over here, man. Right over here. See images of. Yeah, looks nice and cozy, man. Oh, that's nice. Ah, that's nice. Nature, man, nature. Always nice to, you know, be in nature and just relax and chill. Hi Tila, I'm from Rishikesh, India. You'll check that out as well. Guys, this stream we are checking towns around the world. Wow, this looks cozy, man, as well. River, and then you got all these, you know, a very nice cozy streets, you know, all over the place. But the mountains are not that, you know, how do you call it? Green. I mean, they are technically green, very green. Where is this? Where is this? Rishikesh, India. Where is this? Oh, all the way up north. All the way up north, above New Delhi. Mountainous region, yeah. So you got this mountainous region. You got this river. You can go inside. It's, you know, on the images you don't see that, but you know, it's quite big city, man. Quite big city. Nice, nice. There is this mountain that we just saw. Very nice. Nature, man. Nature. Like that. Pitot, Serbia. Okay, let's check out Pitot, Serbia as well. Pitot, Serbia. First, let's check out how this actually looks like. Images. It's a town. No, this is nice. It's probably somewhere close. It got a lot of ruins, like all over the place in, you know, former Yugoslavia. It doesn't matter if Serbia, Bosnia, Croatia. There's so many ruins, man. So many ruins all over the place. All over the place. So you know, if ruins are your thing, man, then, you know, former Yugoslavia, you know, you see down here. Let's go to the map and see what is on the map. Yeah, so it's bordering Bulgaria over here. A lot of farmland all the way around. There's some nice mountains. Is there any kind of river up here? Nishava. There is a small river, Yeah, cozy and nice. Cozy and nice. Okay, guys. Okay, we are not gonna. I'm living in Vienna. Okay, guys, we are not gonna do any more, you know, towns, but you know, I just like the name Black Creek, Wisconsin. You know, it sounds nice. It sounds nice. So what I'm gonna start talking about? I'm gonna start talking about weekly. The first thing first, we're gonna add some music, you know, background music in the chat. So you know, it sounds a little bit more, you know, cozy. We like cozy, guys. We like cozy. I don't know if you got that, but we like cozy. We like cozy. There we go. We got some kind of background music going on. We got our charts. We got everything we need. We're gonna. Thanks for looking at it. So we can actually, you know, look at the charts. So today I've been actually watching the moon. See here, this is the moon, but this is old video. This is from, you know, 10th February 2019, and this is during the this phase down here, right? So reason I was actually watching him, because I was actually starting to make the videos down here. Actually, I started around the late early 2019 to make YouTube videos, but the moon has been around for a lot longer than me, and he has been doing, you know, TA videos for a very long time. So I wanted to see, you know, what kind of sentiment was on the charts when we are in the bear market, right? Not in the bear, but the, you know, after this capitulation phase, what kind of sentiment there was and stuff like that. And from what I get, I mean, people are still fearing for some kind of lower levels. So even though we have been down here at, you know, what's that, 3004, even though we have been here, right, at 3004, stuff like that, people have been talking about, you know, some kind of 2000 level, 2005 level, and so forth. You know, and even I've been saying in my videos, they're very old videos and they're private right now, but even I've been saying in my old videos that, you know, what happened over here, man?
For 3 weeks.
Even I've been saying down here that you know, we're gonna get the bull market in the next 8 days. I actually got a video of that, you know, and I remember people calling for a lot lower numbers. So even when you're at the bottom, even when we get to the bottom, you will see and hear that people are calling for some kind of lower levels, always lower. And that's also what I noticed from his videos over here. When I've been watching, you know, a couple of videos over here, and you know, although he he is looking at this as some kind of bottom, but he's also looking at technically at, you know, some kind of lower levels as well that can come, you know, and he's been doing it here. I know a lot of people don't like the moon, and a lot of people think he's, you know, sensationalist and so forth, but I actually like his TA. Believe it or not, the guy actually knows, you know, how to, you know, read the charts and stuff like that, right? He's not as precise as I would like him to be, but, you know, he's not, you know, he isn't shooting, you know, blanks, to put it mildly. Like, his TA is pretty decent, and he understands the patterns, and he understands the movement and so forth. So I've always liked the moon. And you know, but I want to see the sentiment in the bear market, and you know, because I remember, you know, some of it, but you know, once I watched these videos, like, it did remind me that, you know, people are looking definitely at some kind of very low numbers and levels towards downside. And even though we've been very low, so there was still a lot of fear that we are gonna drop lower. So when we get to the bottom of some kind of, you know, down here at some kind of 20, when we get some kind of bottom down here at 22, 23, whatever, you will see that people are still gonna call for some kind of very low levels on the downside. So there's that. So we are never 100% sure, but we are anticipating that, you know, around 22, 23,000 down here, there will be bottom. We will climb towards upside and so forth. You also see this is these are exponential moving averages, EMA ribbon. This is what, you know, the moon is actually famous for. He has been using this EMA ribbon, you know, forever. And you can see right now we are right now where, you know, we're right below the ribbon down here, and we are expecting the same kind of move towards downside down here, same kind of move towards downside down here. It's gonna play a little bit differently. It's not, you know, play by play the same, but the capitulation phase started, you know, below certain level, capitulation phase start down here below certain levels. So, you know, we might be up here, you know, and expect a big move towards downside. I don't know how it's gonna play out. It's a little bit different, definitely a little bit different, but this, you know, this move towards downside did, you know, was initiated and start towards downside. And right now we're going through this consolidation phase because we got extended, and right now we're expecting this one more move towards downside. And again, will it just be a small move down here or a bigger move towards downside? I don't know how this is gonna play out, but, you know, we are expecting this bottom down here. But I thought it was interesting to look at these exponential moving averages and see how this actually might play out. I was you know, thinking maybe it's gonna be a little bit different, but they are already kind of curving a little bit more here. Here it was just falling down, straight down all the way to the bottom, right? And then, you know, it had this big bounce towards upside and bleed towards downside, and then, you know, it was doing weird stuff. But, you know, interesting perspective on that. Let's clear the EMA ribbon and stuff like that over here, and let's go and look at right now what's happening on the weekly time frame on Bitcoin. What you're gonna see here is that we have right now historical level of red candles over here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red candles in a row, guys. 8 red candles in a row. The question is, will we get more red candles? Is this over here the bottom down here? Are we gonna get a green candle maybe next week and then, you know, drop big time on the downside again, you know, one more time? How this actually gonna play out, I do not know, guys. I do not know, unfortunately. I just noticed you with a big roll in the Netflix series Lincoln Lower. What's that, man? Lincoln Lower images. Lincoln Lawyer. I don't see myself, man. I don't see myself. I was thinking you're gonna probably show me some guy with I was thinking you're gonna show me some guy with the beard, but, you know, he's not there. So on the weekly time frame, we got 8 weekly candles in a row over here, and that's, you know, already very significant. Now we got statistics on our side, so we are expecting a green candle. We are expecting a move towards the upside. We are expecting some kind of a, you know, close over here, right? We're expecting this red candle, you know, marathon to be over with a green candle up here. It can be a slight green candle, it doesn't really matter, and then we can dump on the downside. We can just continue dumping. How this actually gonna play out, we don't know. We're still looking at this 23 to 24 or 5 level. up here, 25 to 23 to 2000. We're still looking at this as some kind of bottom. I don't think the bottom will just come as some kind of V-shaped recovery over here. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think whales and big money needs time to buy in, so I think that this accumulation phase over here is gonna, you know, last for a while. Maybe the accumulation phase is, you know, below the 35,000 down to 25,000, so it might be do something like this up here, you know, and we might, you know, get left behind. That can be the case. That can be the case. But you know, we are still following the plan right now, and the plan is down to 23k, give or take. The plan is down to 23k. Will follow until bottom is reached. Stock markets are going down. Will follow until the bottom is reached. I'm going to show you a very interesting chart. I posted on Twitter. I think it's very interesting. It's very nice to see that kind of chart. I'm going to show you. But this move towards downside, I don't think it's over just yet. I'm going to show you up here. As you can see here on the daily time frame, let's pop some moving averages so we can, you know, feel the move. You can see here we are trying to get back above here. I made a video today and said that this actually are quite bullish. You know, this can be seen as bullish because we are not dropping right down. We are actually just holding this below the moving averages, so we can definitely go up here to some kind of 22k. This, you know, this 20 moving average. Let me go to another chart up here because I've got my lines on this chart over here, and this is the lines from today's video, Bitcoin video. This is the 4-hourly time frame. On 4-hourly time frame, you'll see a couple of things. Number one, we are still in a triangle up here. Number two, up here, this actually looks quite bullish. I'm going to explain to you why. You can see here, this might have been some kind of extend, smack, hug, and then dump pattern down here. But you know, it's such a small time frame that it doesn't have to play out. If you look at a 4-hourly time frame, this actually looks quite nice and bullish. And what you're gonna see here is that we managed to, you know, go down to the support, bounce above all of the moving averages up here, bounce above all of the moving averages. You can see it 50, 20, and 10 moving average, and right now we are consolidating up here. I don't like these wicks on the upside. I think there might be some kind of triangle happening up here in the short term. I'm going to show you, and you can see already right now there is some kind of triangle consolidation happening. This might be a pennant towards the next move towards the upside. You can see here, and maybe it's something like this up here. You know, we are creating some kind of triangle up here, give or take. And maybe it can be a little bit drawn a little bit better. Let's go to small time frames up here, maybe 15 minutes time frames. It's down here, and then you got this down here, probably something like this up here, give or take. And then you got these stops up here. All right, very nicely, very nice stops. There we go. So you can see right now, you know, I think this is gonna play out either before the close or after the close. So you're gonna see a move up here in this very tiny small 15-minute triangle very soon right now. So it's gonna either break towards the upside or the downside. But you know, this can actually be seen as some kind of a pennant over here that's actually gonna break towards the upside. We really don't care, you know, how this actually plays out, this very small triangle, because we are looking at the big, a little bit bigger time frames. You know, 15 minutes, it really doesn't matter what's happening there, unless you are scalping, of course. Unless you are scalping. That said, over here this looks a little bit bullish. That's actually keeping above these moving averages, but I don't like these wicks on the upside. You know, every time you go up, you just get these sells towards downside, and but you know, but we still keeping the support. Doesn't matter. Very soon there will be a move, as you saw, out of this tiny triangle towards the upside, downside. I think that's gonna be a telltale sign of what's gonna happen. Now we just saw that we got 8 weeks in red, so you know, we might expect a move towards the upside. So let's say up here, the week starts right now over here. That's when the week starts, and the week ends. This next week ends. When is that? Next week, 29th. So this is 30, 29th is up here, give or take. So this is the week. This is the week up here. So what I'm expecting up here and how this actually can play out. This is the week over here. So this is the next week. That's the next week trading area. And if you break towards upside, like I said in today's video, we can go all the way up here towards the resistance. You know, go up here and, you know, stay up here. And if we do that for the next week, if you do that entire next week up here, what we're gonna have eventually is this green candle down here. So these 8 red candles in a row we'll actually get a small tiny up here green candle towards the upside, and then we can you know, move back on the downside. That can happen, that can happen. That's one way how these weekly candle marathon can actually stop, and we can get the green candle. That's by, you know, doing this very nice move. And you see right now over here, you see over here that, you know, it's not gonna take a lot of time. I mean, you know, we've been going sideways up for a while, so if you break up and just consolidate up here at the top for the next week, you know, because we are already bored, you know, very bored, so, you know, this can definitely play out, And as I said in the video, I do expect both move towards the upside and downside is a legit move. On the upside is some kind of retest up here, maybe even a fake out towards the upside where it go back down here and then continue on the downside. This date up here, this is 30 May, this is a very special date because over here we're getting the moon, guys. We're getting the moon up here. We're getting the moon. And that's where you're expecting dump. So I'm not right now, I'm not buying this dip, I'm not doing anything. I've seen a lot of altcoins that, you know, have kind of performed. Unfortunately, I'm not doing anything. I'm waiting for the new moon. Yes, I've become a very strong believer in the moons. Unfortunately, vanilla origin. I become a very strong believer in the moons, unfortunately, so I'm not doing anything until this new moon plays out. And as soon as this new moon has played out, then I will look into, you know, buying the bottom wherever the bottom is. So if the bottom is 23 or 25 or, you know, 18, I don't know, but after the new moon, after it's played out, I will start buying, I think, just my think, at whatever the price level, you know, the Bitcoin is at. So when moon is coming on the 30th of May, 30th of May up here, that's the moon time. 30th of May, that's when I'm getting this new dump moon on the 30th of May. So I'm not doing anything. So all of this sideways motion, move towards the upside, downside, I don't really care. You know, next week might be, if we start going towards the upside, which can be very probable that we go towards the upside and get everybody to FOMO in, and then, you know, do another big move towards the downside, which can actually happen. So any kind of move towards the upside needs to be looked at, you know, very suspiciously. So in case we do go towards the upside, be very, first of all, there are a couple of levels that we need to break. There is, of course, the trend line up here, there is the resistance up here. We need to break all of that. We need to get above 31, 32, but doesn't matter. Even if we get above 30, 31, 32, I'm not doing anything until this new moon is played out. After the new moon plays out, if after the new moon we actually continue going towards the upside, you know, I'm gonna FOMO in at 36,000, doesn't matter. But we'll see how that actually plays out. But what you know, this is the right now, everybody's right now looking at this triangle. The triangle is pretty legit. There is different ways to draw the triangle, and some are drawing a little bit differently. Some is drawing like this over here, some are drawing down this like over here. So it looks like, you know, it might break out a little bit sooner than it actually you know is. So is actually gonna break right now, or is it gonna get, you know, or is this maybe the legit triangle up here, something like this up here, right? It's gonna break over here. I don't know, or it's gonna go all the way up here and then break out. Really don't know, but what we are expecting right now is the breakout. So when breakout comes, you know, everybody's gonna start making YouTube videos and start talking about that, and that's gonna be nice and dandy. That said, that's how much I've got for you guys. That's how much. There is one chart on Twitter I want you to see. Let's go to Twitter up here somewhere. You're blocked. By the way, if you haven't you know, report this guy. He has, you know, my name is Tiela Crypto, but he has this additional O at the end, Crypto O, 2 O's, especially for the Norwegian guys, because this is a scammer, you know, impersonating me. So you know, if you can, do go to his channel, Tiela Crypto. I'll put here, report this guy, scammer. Twitter.com/TLA Crypto O, 2 O's. So there we go. Pin comment, there we go. So you know, report him, and you know, especially for the Norwegian guys in the chat, because this guy talks Norwegian, so I'm guessing he's from Norway. Be worried about him. Okay, let's go back to the over here. No FOMO, just recession. I was asking about, you know, are people feeling the FOMO? Are you guys feeling the FOMO, by the way? Have you seen like crypto with 3 O's? No, I haven't. Is there a guy with 3 O's? This is this guy. This account doesn't exist. No, there is no account. Maybe with 0 at the end. No, this account doesn't exist. No, it doesn't exist. Okay, so anyways, let's go back to the chart. I'm going to show you. This is a very nice chart. 90 years of bear markets visualized by magnitude of decline enduring in trading days. Wonder where 2000 bear market is. So it's a very nice chart. Can you see the full chart? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna copy image up here, and we're gonna just paste it over in our chat up here, so you can see this very nicely up here. Why not? Because this is a lot easier way to list. So this is a very nice chart, guys. This is a very nice chart. I like this. This is a little bit more down. There we go. So you can see S&P 500 bear markets and the current downturn, declines in duration. So down here is how long has this lasted, how many days, 100 days, 200 days, 300 days. This is 1 year, and the 400 and so forth, and how much down has it gone. So when it started, you know, how far down, you know, 2020, this is the corona dump, this is the move towards downside. It went almost down to 40%. The corona dump down to 40%, but it was very steep move towards downside, straight down, very abnormal, very interesting, because black swan events do push the price straight down in the bottom. 1987, I think this was Black Monday. I was not quite sure what actually caused this over here, but you can see down here that you know, we actually, you know, went very steep. 1931, 32 minus 62%. I don't think it's 1931, because if you go to the chart up here, the XY weekly time frame, let's see, S&P doesn't go that far back, but DXY, Dow Jones does. What date was that? 1931. Yeah, 1931. So if you go to Dow Jones, you know, the Great Depression up here, this actually started in 29, so it's not 31. I don't know when he's calculating this, from 31 to 32, but it actually started from, you know, up here at, you know, but this is Dow Jones, so maybe S&P actually, you know, was lagging a little bit, you know, still going towards the upside, and then you had 31 to 32, 32 dump. But what you can see here, we just moved whatever that should be. You can see down here that this went down minus 60. You know, it went fast down, and it went very steep down, like 62%, right? But this stump right now, current downturn, 96 days, is following actually 2007, 2008, you know, the housing bubble crash, financial crash that we just had, right? It's just following that, so it's not that steep yet, right? I mean, it's falling so far, you know, first 20% is falling down, but it can increase in speed, and it can eventually, you know, be something like this over here, because on this chart you actually don't see how fast certain parts of the chart goes. You know, you just see start to finish, you know, where we start to where we end. Bear market territory, that's you know, how they characterize bear market in stocks. That's when you go below the 20% from the top, and you stay there for you know, a little while. This is 4042, this is 439 trading days. It's a very long downturn in the markets because of the war, Second World War. So you can see here there are definitely some bear markets that are going very slowly towards downside, but they take very long time, and then you see these down here. I mean, they go faster toward downside, but they don't go down that much, right? I mean, technically they do go down that much. So I would say this 40 to 42 bear markets was a lot worse than 2020. I mean, everybody can survive 2020, right? Because it just goes down so fast. Its recovery is very, you know, it recovers very quickly. But this move over here, this is the pain, guys. These kind of moves, they go sideways for a very long time, just down, down, down for years on end. Those are kind of the worst bear markets from what I can tell. But right now we are gonna, I think it's an interesting chart, definitely worth a watch, and maybe even more analyzing of the chart. But very nice chart as well. Then is he still there? I think he's still there. Crypto Labs in DG chat, guys. Crypto Labs, how do, man? I like that you changed the name. I also like the, I don't know about the new logo, but it's fine. The logo is fine, and you guys got nice stream over there on the channel. Guys, go check out Crypto Labs. It's Norwegian channel, especially if you're from Norway. Go check out Crypto Labs. Market nowadays are more like 1920s. Amen. Check LFG indicator. Is there something called LFG indicator? LFG. Bitcoin directed freighter growth model by some guy. Okay, let's check that out. Ooh, nice lines, nice lines. But we got two of these. Wait. I mean, it does look nice. It does look nice, but it's same with these. We got also growth curves. It's almost the same. It's almost the same. But you can change the variables, to make it fit a little bit better and so forth, so forth. I don't know why he using this, last line. Let's go check it out. Dark mode, light mode. Okay, let's go dark mode. Fibonacci curve style. We don't need this bottom line. What's that? It's probably 100%. No, it's plot line. Plot background. We don't need this one. We don't need this one. Then we don't need this one. This one we don't need this one. And we don't need this one. There we go. This looks nicer. This looks nicer. So this over here tells us right now that we are some kind of bottom. And if we go up here and then continue going towards the upside up here, 150k, guys. 150k is the top. But this is gonna take a little bit while. This is gonna take a little bit while, right? This is gonna take how many days? From the top to the top, 175 bars. From this top to this top took 200 bars. Yeah, so let's say 170 bars, something like that. From here to next bar, 175 bars. Let's say it doesn't matter. Over here, we can say this is top up here, 270k, guys. 270k. That's the target for the next top, guys. 270k. I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go up to 270k. I don't know, but if you analyze the chart this way, long-term chart, logarithmic, and so forth, and looking at this these models, it's some kind of hopium. Now, unfortunately, this comes in September 2024, so it's still 2+ years away. So I don't know if that's actually viable. The thing that is actually viable right now is that we are at the bottom. So the plan for us right now, guys, is getting this one last dump towards downside. I know I'm saying one last dump, and we all know what one last dump means, but we want prices even lower down, and then we're gonna take and scoop up all the shit coins, altcoins, everything that got rug pulled. We're gonna scoop them up, we're gonna clean the streets, and we're gonna hodl them until September 2024. So that's the plan, guys, because you want to buy. But another thing that I want to mention is, I don't know, I don't remember which video, but this is from 2019, and I remember that in one of these videos that I just watched from the moon. Go to the moon site, moon page down here. You'll see down here his videos, and if you sort by oldest to newest, he's got a lot of, he's been doing TF for a long time, guys. This guy's been doing TF for a long time, and you know, his TF is actually quite nice. So down here, right, I don't remember which kind of video it is, but there is one video that he actually says, guys, I'm starting to buy altcoins down here. And that's why you see right now that the moon is driving, you know, Bugatti, and you know, living in Dubai, and you know, having a great time, because he was buying altcoins down here, guys. He was buying altcoins down here, and he wasn't selling at 14k. He was, I think he was selling at 60k, so you know, there is that. So he was buying altcoins down here at this, you know, this dump on there. Me, I wasn't buying altcoins. I was just looking at these big coins with, you know, billion market caps and stuff like that, right? But you know, this guy, he was buying altcoins, low caps, and that's why, you know, he's right now billionaire and can actually, you know, live in Dubai, drive Bugatti, and so forth, and he even lose, you know, 2 million on Luna or however much he lost. Tila, why not just dollar cost average? You can dollar cost average, man. I'm not saying that you cannot do that. If that's your thing, dollar cost average all the way down, man, I am not saying that. But you know, since you know, the way I see it, I have no reason to dollar cost average just right now, because I'm expecting lower levels, because you know, I think I can read the charts. I think I, you know, can predict some kind of bottoms and stuff like that, right? So why would I wait? Why would I dollar cost average, you know, if I can predict the bottoms? It might be, you know, stupid way to think that way, but you know, that's just me. But definitely, I mean, dollar cost average is, you know, definitely a strategy that can be paid off, you know. And I know my wife could be, you know, the best kind of dollar cost average trader, because she always, every time something dumps like, you know, 20, 30, 40%, she's like, Sasha, you know, maybe you should buy something. Maybe you should buy something, you know. So she knows when, you know, she doesn't care. She doesn't have this, you know, she's not affected by the fact, oh, you know, crypto is gonna go away. She knows it's gonna be there, you know. But when she sees something's down like 40%, she's like, maybe you should get some of that. Ron the Doctor, I do, man. Ron, nice to see you here. No pizza in your career, guys. Today is the pizza day. I don't know if you know that, but today is the anniversary. Anniversary pizza Bitcoin. Today is a Bitcoin anniversary, guys. The guy who bought 2 pizzas. May 22nd marks the 12th anniversary of Bitcoin Pizza Day, a day when the cryptocurrency was used in real world transaction for the first time. So you know, the guy that actually bought, you know, 2 pizzas for 10 million, sorry, 2 pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoin, you know, so that's the guy. You know, May 22nd, you can see here, May 22nd, I just want to report that I successfully traded 10,000 Bitcoins for pizzas. Thanks, Jericho. See, this is the guy, this is he, kids, and there are the 2 pizzas. So, you know, today is definitely, you know, Pizza Bitcoin Day, May 22nd. So you should definitely have some pizza. I personally didn't have pizza today, but maybe, just maybe, I should have some pizza. See you following Richard Hard. Did you sacrifice? Yes, I did sacrifice. Has he started shaving yet in 2019? I don't know. Yeah, I wish, you know, the beard came after, you know, Corona. You know, I didn't have beard before that. Tila putting his money where his mouth is. He says it will dump. He will wait. I'm waiting, guys. I'm waiting. But you know, you do what you wanna do. Like, you know, not French was. You know, you want a dollar cost average. You wanna, you know, sell, buy. You know, I don't care. Your money. Wife is better trader. Yeah, wife is definitely better trader. I've seen better pizza in the dumpster. Maybe. I mean, it's not the best kind of pizza, but you know, it probably tastes good, man. Probably tastes good. Its BTC is so expensive to mine. How was it ever mined back in those days? Because it wasn't that expensive before. You know, you know, the price of mining goes up. You know, with hash rate and you know, with time. So there's that. Interesting chart. This one over here, though. Interesting chart. Yeah, so let's somebody said that Hex lost a 0. Right now Hex mine is down 16%. What you're gonna see down here, I had this triangle actually formed up here on the chart. Let's go to the daily time frame. I know a lot of you guys really don't care about Hex and stuff like that, you know, but you know, if the price goes down, so this might be some kind of triangle, and it is breaking the triangle towards downside right now, but I also think that it might just be some kind of falling wedge up here. You see here, might be some kind of falling wedge, right? So there might be some kind of fall image, but this line up here maybe should be a little bit more screwed, something like this up here. So it might be some kind of fall image, but I'm not expecting actually this, you know, to go like this and then, you know, break towards the upside, go up. If it does that, it's good. But I've seen right now too many charts with these big consolidations, and these big consolidations need a drop on the downside, just, you know, capitulate and then, you know, reverse and go towards the other side. That's what I think right now. So I don't think the hex is done dumping yet, unfortunately. It does look like it's some kind of bottom. It might hold up here, but I think if Bitcoin also start dropping, it just might fall out of this triangle, because on top we had 1 2 3 touches down, 1 2 3 touches right now. So this this pattern of here is pretty much confirmed and done. It can break out at any moment now, right? It can break out right now. It can go up here and then break maybe towards the upside. You know, it might, you know, it might go up sideways and then break down here, but doesn't matter. It's already confirmed, and right now it can break whenever it wants to break out. So whether this is gonna break out on the downside or upside, I don't know, but it has a big move and it needs to consolidate. I think consolidate or capitulate on the downside and then, you know, continue towards the upside again. So we'll see how this actually plays out eventually, but you know, there's that. But hex is built for price to go up, so there's that. Other stuff right now, KYC has having this V-shaped recovery towards the upside. This is Qcoin token. I like Qcoin token, but the problem with Qcoin token is that you know, they don't have, you know, the blockchain like Binance has. You know, what kind of upside does a coin that doesn't have a blockchain has? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think BNB is a lot more valuable coin than a Qcoin. I think BNB is a lot better company. I think you know, I'm holding BNB and, you know, Binance in high regards. So I think this thing is actually very good. Unfortunately, we are going through the bear market, so I don't see anything, you know, I don't see anything wrong with you know, the pullback and stuff like that. I don't think Binance is gonna go anywhere. So I think Binance is actually quite decent company. You know, it's not gonna go anywhere. They got huge amounts of money. They got, you know, they're supporting the BNB any way they can. And the CZ from Binance, the CEO of Binance, even gave Elon Musk $500 million to help him, you know, buy Twitter, because he wants to be on the ride. You see, CZ is actually very smart. He wants, you know, because he knows if Elon Musk acquires Twitter and, you know, there is, you know, payment for Doge and Bitcoin or whatever, right? He wants also that there will be a payment for BNB. He wants to have a seat at the table so he can say, you know what, I want BNB as well on that list, you know. So it's very good, you know. So the guy is smart, and you can see here the price is just been climbing towards the upside. This is not the EOS chart. I mean, EOS chart goes up here and then goes down here, and right now it's below the bottom. But you see this chart just keeps on climbing towards the upside. This is, you know, how a strong chart should look like. This is how the strong chart should look like. So this is a strong chart, so I like that. BNB looks very nice. Luna right now is, let's go a little bit down up here. Of course, you know, everybody knows that we eventually see, guys, even though we dumped from 90 something all the way down to you know, 0.00 something, right? You can see that this 10 moving average took a little while, but it did react to the price eventually and came all the way down right now. So right now what we have on the chart is a 10 moving average that we can actually right now look at. You see that right now down here, 10 moving average is right now 0.000 something, right? So we got some kind of support line, some kind of resistance line up here. Let's see how this actually looks on the 4-hourly time frame. You see here, that's the 50 moving average up here, but they did have a nice move. Now these are very volatile moves, guys. These are very volatile moves. This 125% towards the upside, just this move towards the upside. You know, so, you know, for traders this is actually good, but I'm still not touching. You know, people are talking about that, you know, Luna is gonna get, you know, they're gonna burn coins, they're gonna do this. Nah, I think everybody's pretty much certain that this is done. You know, whether they're gonna burn coins and it's gonna go up or not, I don't know, or you know, the mechanics behind that, but I just don't, you know, I think there is too much speculation, you know, around the price. You know, the company as the company is, you know, total BS. The guy behind the company, the CEO, the Do Kwon, is total douchebag. So you know, even if I might have thought that this might go up, I mean, I just have zero belief in the company, and Ask yourself, if you put any kind of money into this, could you sit back and relax and just let the money stay there for a couple of years? I couldn't do that because I know what kind of company it is, what kind of guy he is. I couldn't. Like BNB and Binance, like I could put money there and I could go to the beach for the next 5 years. I won't care because Binance, you know, I believe in the guy, I believe in the in the company, right? I believe in BNB, but this, you know, you don't believe. So this is only for speculation only, you know, you can trade this, you can do it, but you know, thinking you're gonna put money and then in 5 years you're gonna be a rich man, I wouldn't be sure about that. Not financial advice, of course, you do what you want to do, but you know, I don't see this as any kind of viable long-term option or anything like that. It's already done so much, and not only, you know, and right now they're talking that Luna is gonna, you know, fork and, you know, stuff like that. They're gonna give some, you know, but who has trust in Do Kwon right now? Who has trust in Do Kwon? That's 90% why I'm in Cardano. Yeah, I mean, good project is gonna be good project. You can buy Cardano and, you know, you can stick with Cardano, you know, for 5-10 years, and it's gonna, you know, it's gonna be there. You know, will this be here? No. Evening, Edward. Too good. How you doing, man? Everyone crypto community say one last dump. Do you think they will give you the last dump for you? Don't think so. Yeah, we have been, Amar, we have been saying that always, man, and for a long time. One last dump. Are we gonna get that one last dump? Ah, man, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard decision to make right now, because here's the problem. Here's the big problem. Let's go to what kind of chart are we gonna use. This chart maybe. I don't know if you guys remember. Let's go to the daily time frame. One of the, you know, I think we start talking about this one last dump down here. We can go and which date was this? 25th April 21. Let's find the video. Late adopter. Let's find the video. Late adopter videos, and then we're gonna sort it by, no. Okay, let's go back in time. 4 weeks. How many months is this? 21 right now, 22, at least over a year plus, right? 2 years, no, exactly 1 year. 1 year. Okay, let's go back down. We gotta scroll a little bit down here, but it's okay, guys. It's okay. We're gonna scroll 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 6 months down. Too many videos, man. Too many videos. How do you like the you know, open mouth you know, thumbnails? They good? This video, the secret of the billionaires, guys. You gotta watch the video, man. If you haven't watched the video, you gotta watch the video, man. The secret of the billionaires. We revealed the secret of the billionaires. 10 months, 11 months, 12 months. So I think it was a live stream up here. 11 months. Yeah, it was live because we called it, we were looking at it in live stream. Bullish. Couldn't I just do like, okay, sorry, we're gonna go up again. Couldn't I just do like live streams? Is there a live stream videos? Uploads, lineup, past live stream. There we go, past live streams. Months ago, 5 months ago, 6 months. So we only see the line because I know it was a live stream. What? Last 7 months ago. This cannot be it, man. We looked at the live, man. We looked at this live 7 months ago. Let me check it on other way around. Let me do it over here. Let me go to studio and see if I can actually find the stream. Okay, so direct. Let's see up here. Date. Why is this only got 7 months? Okay, January. No. Okay, I'll find the stream. Just a second, guys. July. Yeah, this is a lot easier. July. Wow, there's a lot of streams. There was a lot of streams in July. Okay, so this is August. Which day was it? Which day was it? This was April. April 21st. Oh, I went too far back. May, April, 25th April. There we go, 25th April. This is the stream. Let's go up here. I think it's this one. 3 weeks console. Where is Bitcoin though? Where is Bitcoin though? No, BitTorrent. What am I doing? There is no Bitcoin. This is weekly time frame. I like these two. These are very nice, and these are 10 moving mayhem, guys. Is all the way down at 30 levels. It's closed at 32. No, it's gotta be before this. Maybe. This is daily time frame. We are watching this live. Actually, we are watching this live. Why is there no? Man, come on. Which was the other one? Which was the other one? February 26. Is this 25th? Let's go to the 4-hourly time frame up here. Let me find exact date. No, it was the 46,000 this week on the downside. When was this? 25th April 22, or it was this one down here, 23rd. Because over here, the thing over here is that we were calling for 25k down here, 25, 26k, right? We are calling down here. It just came very close, and we were expecting this one less dumping than happen. So down here, 23rd, maybe it was 23rd. But I don't have a stream. I got stream from 25th, so it must be this stamp down here. It's 46. Yeah, that's the video. No, this is streamed April 24. Why does this says April 20? Maybe it's this other one then. What it says here? April 26. Yeah. See here, this is our box, guys. This is our box, but we are looking at this 46,556. We came pretty close to the level, but you know, I think it's gonna doesn't matter. The point is, this is one of the first. This is one of the first times we, start talking about this, one less dump thing. And this one less dump down here, one less dump kind of got me screwed, because this is when I, finally understood that, this one less dump, psychologically don't always happen. Because for whatever reason, I don't remember how we found that level, but the level of 46,000 was, the target. And oftentimes you don't get the target, guys. You can come very close to the target, but if you are bullish, you don't come, just come there, and it just bounces right back up again, right? So you don't always come to wherever the target is. Maybe there was the box up here, maybe, this was an entire box up here. Maybe this was just a line, but you don't always come down to the target. So this is the big problem right now. And you can see right now over here, if you look at a weekly time frame, on the daily time frame, that we had this very nice week on the downside, guys. And this week came to the 26.7. And we've been saying that, the bottom should be between, some kind of 25,000 and 23,000, give or take, right? So the bottom should be around down here. That's why we are thinking that we must drop another move toward the downside. I don't think everybody right now is another move, one less dump. I think people are thinking this is just the start, so that might actually play in our favor. Maybe it's only us that, are reading the charts that, know that this needs to do another move toward the downside and then bounce. But most people, I think of this as some kind of right now some kind of start of the move towards downside. We just gonna break all kind of levels on the downside. I don't think that's gonna happen, but we came pretty close down here. We came pretty close to the 23 to 25,000. So let's go to the weekly time over here, and we're gonna look at 200 moving average. So this is how this actually looks like. So we came down to, you know, to 26.7. We came down there. This is our target area because, you know, we got this 20 moving average going up here. But this 200 moving average doesn't have to get hit right like this, right? It can just go sideways up here, and then this will still slowly, you know, climb maybe something like this up here. Then we'll hit it down here, and maybe we never come down to, you know, 23 to 25k. Maybe we never come down all the way down there. Maybe this is actually the bottom. Maybe this is right now where you know, the acquiring is gonna happen, because, you know, the reason we think that, you know, the bottom should come very soon is because we got this number one, these full moons on the June 14th or whatever that is, right? This is July and June. Over here we got these two super moons up here. Technically we got also super moon in August around here, somewhere down there, around 8 August, 10 August, something like that. We got these three super moons up here. This is actually not that important. It's also like May. So right now, you know, this might be, that's why I don't think that this can actually go, you know, sideways up here and then bounce up here all the way towards the upside. I think we need to, you know, hit some kind of bottom over here. We already hitting before that, but we are getting this new moon on the 30th of November, so I'm thinking we can push it again towards downside, at least towards 25,000, at least retest these levels, and then when we do that, maybe we're gonna call the bottom above the 23 to 25. But right now I think this, I don't believe right now in some kind of, you know, just sideways movement up here until we hit the 200 moving average and then going towards the upside. Eventually we will hit the 200 moving average, because 200 moving average is climbing towards the upside eventually, right? Maybe it's going to something like this up here, so eventually over here, maybe in, you know, 2023 will, in a year's time, we'll hit the 200 moving average and bounce. But you know, we are looking at these moons down here. These are super moons. These are very, very special event. We've been calling for these moons from the, you know, the secrets of the billionaires, and we think that bottom needs to come very soon, very soon. So this one last dump might actually play out for, you know, whatever, you know, whatever that means, right? How long until the weekly close? The weekly is closing in 2 hours and 15 minutes. Hey, Tilia, can you look at Ape, please? Looks very close to the end of the triangle. Yeah, okay, let's check out Ape. We're gonna check out Ape. Just a second. 8 red candles, maybe more to come. Maybe more to come. We talked about that, man. It does look, you know, statistics is on our side, right? I don't see why people care that it's 8 week day. We can only dropped 40%. It's prime market. We dumped 85 in less candles. Maybe it's gonna be a slow painful bleed. I don't think so. You know, I don't think we're gonna have an 85% drop on the downside. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think we're gonna have like 60% drop or something like that. How much are we down right now from the top? We have been down 60%, so, you know, most 60 but I don't think we're gonna have 85% drop on the downside. I don't think that's gonna happen. It can happen, but I don't think so. So it's not in my book right now that's gonna happen. I think, you know, 60-70%, that's all the drop you're gonna get. That's gonna be very bullish as well. Other exchanges dumped to 25. New trim beer for summer, very dapper. It's actually not trim, but I need to trim it soon. He never thinks it's going lower. Hope. Do you see the Sunday triangle BTC on daily and 4 hourly starting May 11 with the bottom of the triangle around it? Don't make me find the lines, man. Just post the trading view link, not entirely, just the last part of the link, and I can look at it. Was looking at BNB BTC. It's held up extremely well. Yeah, BNB is hugely good company, man. I regret for not buying it, you know. And I knew that it was a good company. I loved Binance for a long time, because, you know, everything they do, they do it with style, man. They do it with style. Let's check out BNB versus BTC over here. You can see, I mean, it has, you know, performing very well even against Bitcoin and dollar as well. So, you know, and I've been looking at BNB for a long time, or down here until, you know, $20-30 bucks. 20-30 bucks. I was looking at it, I was thinking, oh man, this, I don't know, this company, like, it definitely, like, it's gonna pump. But I didn't know how much it's gonna pump, so I never bought this. But, you know, it pumped, you know, down here, like, yeah, 33x or something like that. It's not 100, you know, 1000x some coins, but, you know, 33x is pretty decent, right? with BTC being blacklisted, I don't think it's gonna be blacklisted ever. They couldn't get it to work for a single payment in El Salvador, definitely going to be dethroned. What you mean? I mean, okay, by the way, somebody asked me to look at Apecoin. Let's look at Apecoin a little bit and see what's happening with Apecoin. Apecoin is down minus 1.21%. You can see all these lines on the chart. These are some support lines that we have been holding, right? And you can see here right now we are hitting this resistance line up here for whatever reason. It was 2 weeks down here. Right now there's 3 weeks up here. Let's clear up a little bit chart up here, and there is definitely right now some kind of triangle forming up here. I didn't even notice the triangle, so thanks for that, man. It looks something like this. You can already see it on the daily time frame. There you go. This is the triangle, and it's following pretty much Bitcoin move. It did get, you know, extend towards downside right now, consolidating. So whichever direction this actually plays out, that's gonna be that. Let's pop the moving averages up here. See how it's actually playing on the moving averages. Wow, these are some weird moves. A rejection, still getting rejected up here. Kind of looks crampy on the daily. On the 4 hour, they also not that, you know, optimistic up here. Let's see the daily technicals up here on the chart. I mean, technically daily is just at 40 levels, so you know it can technically dump down. It does. This looks like it's getting the bullish cross, but you know, you never know. It just might do a nice move towards the upside, but I don't see any kind of movement against the resistance. You know, I would say this is bullish if it actually had some kind of movement up here at you know, the resistance, but right now it's just in the middle of the chart, so this can actually play out on both sides. Let's look at a weekly time frame up here. There is nothing on the weekly 2-day chart. Down at 43 daily chart, we are right now just sitting at 40 levels. Nah, it's too, what are you gonna say, it's too risky. It's too risky to, you know, do anything with this right now, because you know it's sitting in the middle of the triangle. It's not doing anything. It's been going into a very big move up here, consolidating. This had a lot of red days in a row, man. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 red days in a row. I mean, it's not 7-8 red weeks, but you know, it's 7 red days. Bridge cable was up. How you doing, man? What we need to break for a bullish move out of this trend, 30, no, not 30, it's around 32. I would say it's around 32, you know, to break some resistances. But yeah, you know, there's a lot of lines that we need to break towards the upside, you know, to establish a bullish trend. So let's see a little bit on that. Not this one up here. First of all, this 31 to 32 level. This 31 to 32 level, give or take, this level down here, this red box, that's like one of the first things that needs to go, so we need to get above that. Anything below that, it's still very bad. This would be the first sign of something bullish happening, that would be above the 20 moving average on the daily time frame and so forth right now. But we need to break that. That's between 31 and 32 level, but we are not above that yet, so you know, we are not yet, you know, any kind of way, shape or form bullish. Let me just go up here. So what we need to do to actually stop this from happening, first of all, we got this trend down here. It's a long time since I looked at the trend. You can see here also this trend line, the trend line that we broke, and right now the retest up here again. We can technically go all the way down here to the line, right? That's around again 22,000 level, something like that. But this line maybe should be drawn a little bit differently. Let's go like this up here. That's actually got broken up here somewhere. 1, 2. This actually looks legit, man. Maybe this is the line. I mean, if you still go down again on the line up here, it's gonna be around 25,000. It's 25,000 bottom, man. It's pretty low. But is it the bottom? I don't know. But what we want to talk about is how this actually what needs to happen. What you see here, this is when we were having this move towards downside, this, you know, capitulation phase, and then start going towards upside. What we did actually create is create on a bigger time frames. We created a secondary pivot point. We need 2 pivot points to draw the line, right? So over here we just had one trend up here, somewhere up here. We had one trend. The trend got broken, and we then create a secondary pivot point. It's only after this secondary pivot point that you can actually continue having the bull market, right? Let's see if that was the case in 2014 down here. So we had this move towards the upside. Now here we actually didn't do it exactly like that way. We created this secondary, these two tops up here. We broke that, we held that support. There was a secondary up here, maybe up here, then we created this top up here, and there was that, and then it was creating pivot points after pivot points, and it was climbing towards the upside until it actually came up here above 800,000, and then it went kind of crazy parabolic towards the upside. But I think if you look at it over here, ever since down here, ever since this stop, when we got high up here and start creating pivot points, and then created this pivot point up here, managed to hold the support line, then created this pivot point up here, and start climbing towards the upside. It start up here somewhere, right? And then this move up here when we pull the line up here, and then start creating this one up here, and it just kind of went parabolic after that. The same thing that happened over here. You'll see we had some kind of top up here. Over here there was line, we broke that, kept the support and start climbing towards the upside. We had this other one up here, over here, and as soon as that got broken over towards the upside, it went parabolic, and it just exploded towards the top. But what we are right now looking at is just this very first move towards the upside, and right now climb. That's what we're having right over here, and right now climb. So what's gonna happen up here? There is two things that need to happen, the way I see it. First of all, this trend line up here needs to be broken, right? That's the first level, right? So let's clean up everything. Just like over here, you got a first trend line up here somewhere, right? You got a first trend line. It's not actually like this because there are several trend lines up here, but maybe it's gonna be someplace up here. Maybe this is the trend line. Let's call this a trend line, right? You can see after the capitulation phase, the first move is actually getting above that trend line. That's the first trend line you get above. This is a long way into the future, right? But there is this first trend line. Whether that's this trend line up here, or it's maybe it's not this. This is an important trend line, but it's not. We are not there yet. This is one of the first. So what's going to happen is we're going to go down here, maybe down to 30,000, consolidate here up to until November or something like that. Look here, guys, man. Where is the center plan? The center plan, you in the chat. Which date is this, man? What date is this over here, man? 21st November 22. There's actually 22nd November right after that, right? Special date, man. Special date. If you guys don't know about the 22nd, 22nd, you need to educate yourself on the date. I won't bring it up right now, but there is that. So the first thing is going to happen is we're going to go down here. We're going to break this trend over here. There is some kind of trend over here. We're going to break this trend, and we're going to create another another pivot point. Now this new pivot point, we're going to also break this trend as well. We're going to create pivot point. Whether this is a small pivot point, a big pivot, I don't know what kind of pivot point. There will be a pivot point somewhere on the chart. Now this pivot point is very important because this stop up here will react to this pivot point over here or up here, wherever that pivot point becomes, and it will go something like this. Maybe we're gonna break that, create the secondary pivot just like in the in 2014, and once after that pivot point up here, there will be a line that's very important. So whether this is this pivot point, that pivot point, which pivot point is going to be, but at least one pivot point there will be. At least one pivot point there will be. So let's say this is the pivot point. And as soon as this pivot point is created, there will be a line. We will go below the line, and as soon as we break that line towards the upside again, that's gonna be it, guys. That's gonna be the most bullish thing. But what I'm looking at right now is just like just like been happening before. We're gonna go sideways up here. How this is gonna play out really doesn't matter. How this area plays out really doesn't matter. It's only when we break this trend over here that we're gonna create a nice move towards the upside, create a nice pivot point, create this line, and then how this plays out doesn't matter. But once we break this move up here, that's the less parabolic move towards the upside. That's when the big money. That's when the big money is being made, guys. So it's gonna take a while to get through this through these trend lines and create these pivot points. It's a long process, but this is how the charts work, unfortunately. But right now we are having this very steep move towards downside. I'm gonna show you. It might be something like this. You can see the steep move towards downside. This, for this downtrend to finish, we need to break this trend over here. So if this downtrend needs to break, we need to, you know, go sideways up here, then break the trend up here, you know, and then we might even dump down towards downside. But you know, we need to break the trend. So this is the first trend. This is the second trend up here. Of course, there are support lines and resistance lines. Of course, there are resistance line on the upside that needs to be, you know, broken as well. But the trends are very, very important. Why are trends important? Because you change the speed of the chart when you break the trend, right? So you go up here, you change the speed, maybe go a little bit stop the speed, then you change the speed, then you break this, then you change the speed, then you break some other trend, so you change the speed and so forth. We like the changing of the speed on the chart. So the trend needs to be broken, and you know the very first trend that needs to be broken, I think, is down here. You can see on the daily time frame, that's this line up here. This needs to be broken. People have been saying that this is some kind of a bump and run pattern. It does look like some kind of bump and run pattern. This is some kind of you know, lead in, bump, and then run pattern, and then, you know, escape through the line, right? That can definitely play out, and we said, you know, that's a possibility. But the other possibilities as well, you know, go up here, then do another move up here, and then run towards that. So how the bump and run is gonna play out, not for sure. TL and the weekly, if the 69 was a fake out, you can draw a perfect trend line. 68, 69, then you got this one up here, right? Yeah, we got this one up here, but the thing is, this wasn't a fake out, guys. This, although it might look like a fake, it wasn't a fake out, and both lines are legit lines, guys. Both lines, both this line, all of these three, you gotta understand, there is no one line on the chart. There are a lot of lines. You can see how these three lines play in some kind of you know, unison with each other. You know, this line over here is just supporting this downtrend, right? This line, this line over here is supporting this downtrend, right? And this line is supporting this downtrend, right? So there are definitely several trend lines that might be good and respected, but you know, I don't think this was any kind of, you know, technically fake out that we shouldn't, you know, it's not a engulfing candle or anything on the weekly. Let's see on the monthly time frame. It's not even on the monthly time frame. You can see on the monthly time frame, it's just normal. It's not an engulfing candle towards downside. So it's definitely a secondary, you know, top, and it is a higher high. And you know, and right now we got a, you know, we had low and higher low up here that got everybody, you know, oh, we're going towards upside. But you know, this was stand, smack, hug, and dump pattern. Now this dump pattern actually had this, you know, secondary move towards the upside and then dump on the downside. Right now, this right now it's coming to very, very close to being playing out. So this pattern up here is a very normal pattern. Very normal pattern is like, you know, stank, smack, hug, and then dump pattern. Often comes like this and dumps more and then consolidates, and then you can continue towards the upside. Sometimes instead of hugging this 10 moving average at the top, it actually breaks on the downside, hugs it from the bottom side, and then it dumps on the downside, right? And then there is this third option where it, you know, hugs, it tries to go up and then dumps on the downside, and it continues dumping again on the downside. So this is actually playing exactly like, you know, Luna hourly looking good. I don't know, we just was talking about Luna, man. I don't know if you are talking about Luna, but I know you are big into the trading, Luna, so that is, you know, that's the, you know, stuff. So Luna actually got this 50 moving average up here. So right now on the 4-hourly time frame, even on the daily time frame, that's around, you know, 81. And you can see it's trying to break that resistance. It's really hard to do, you know, any kind of decent TA on this, because there was this downtrend up here. Where is the downtrend? Something like this, give or take, that got broken. Maybe it's these three lines down here. This downtrend, it got broken towards the upside, right? And over here, just consolidating right now. We got this 10-20 moving average right below us right now, giving us support. If this, you know, managed to get above, managed to stay above, you know, 1875 or something like that, it just might, you know, do a nice move towards the upside again, maybe. But you know, if it does move towards the upside, I don't know how this is gonna play out, because the problem with Luna is it's very volatile, and you know, it can just explode towards the upside, right? But I would be looking at right now some kind of you know, some kind of trend line up here, because it did make some kind of top up here, but it's kind of too early to make the top. You know, we don't even have this daily candle close or anything like that. On hourly it did pull back, so yeah, I think it's just consolidating up here. I think it needs to break certain levels up here at the top. Let's see, for 4 hourly, that's up there. So right now it's hitting that resistance at 1953 or something like that, right? That's on 1 hourly time frame. What is the trend for this thing? Did it break the trend? No, it's holding the trend. Okay, so it's so right now we are holding the trend, but we are hitting the resistance. If it breaks the resistance up here, it might just continue a little bit more towards up. How high? I don't know, man. I don't know where the resistance for this thing is. But it is still holding the trend, so you know this trend towards upside is still holding the trend. It's not broken the trend on the downside, but it is hitting the resistance up here. Let's see if there is any divergence on the chart right now. Yeah, there is a pretty big divergence right now happening here. So even if this breaks towards the upside, there will still be divergence on the chart. So if it breaks towards the upside, there will be huge, because it needs to do a pretty big move to avoid divergence. Now this is on 1 hourly time frame, so you know these things can happen, but you know once it starts breaking this trend on the downside, it might have a nice pullback. But it's a 1 hourly time frame. I don't know how long this is gonna play out. Bitcoin pumping, so let's go back to Bitcoin. 5-minute chart, people saying, so you know on 5-minute chart it's pumping big time. Let's did we draw? No, we are looking at this short triangle on the, let's go to back to 4 hourly. No, that was 1 hourly. Let's go to 4 hourly. Let's move these two lines over here. What do we say? Some kind of triangle up here. It is breaking out the triangle towards upside on the small time frames, 15-minute time frames up here. Let's see the lines up here. There was that line, there was something like up here, give or take. Yeah, it is breaking this short term 50-minute triangle towards the upside. Still not close, 10 minutes to the close, so you know we don't want any kind of fake out towards upside, but I like that, you know, it was actually hugging the top side and breaking on the top side as well. Let me see, moving averages up here. Yeah, it passed the moving averages around the triangle towards the top side, but still right now having this resistance up here at 30.3. That's the 4 hourly triangle. That's the 4 hourly triangle. So you can see here that we are still in the triangle over here, and we are waiting for the breakout, guys. We are waiting for a breakout either towards upside, downside. This actually, I like actually that managed actually to get above all the moving averages. Right now consolidate here. I don't like the wicks on the upside, but you know, whatever. If it starts breaking towards the upside, we are looking at these levels up here. We are actually technically looking up here to just start making some kind of higher high up here. Once we start doing that, then we are gonna look at 31 to 32,000. Maybe that's gonna be fine. 22, 11, 22, keep saying it. Yeah. Can you have a look at a Phantom? Phantom did pump, but it's right now pulling back. I think it was some kind of news pump from what I've heard. It just went a little bit up to this 20 moving average. Over here that's a nice resistance line that actually broke through. Let's go to the weekly time frame up here. Yeah, it is overextended towards the downside a little bit, so it was just a slight pullback towards the upside. Now it's still above, you know, big time above. Still big time above. Also this chart up here, you can see that Phantom hasn't gone back down the previous level like EOS has, or some other coins. I won't mention names beside EOS, but it did drop a big time towards the upside. The best case scenario I think would be around down here somewhere, and then, you know, consolidate and continue towards the upside. Monthly support down here. Weekly. What is the monthly moving averages? We don't have the 50. On the daily we got, on the daily we are below everything. On the, we got nothing. I don't know how much data do we have up here. 185 bars. So where is 185 moving average? 185 moving average. Where is that? Oh, it's up here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's That's right up here. That's 150. So the 200 is a little bit below down here. So maybe it's hitting 200 moving average down here. Maybe. Because there's only 185 candles on the weekly chart. But 200 should be a little bit lower than that, right? So, you know, maybe it's hit this 200 moving average, maybe it's finding some kind of bottom. It is overextended towards the downside. So there's that. It did break the trend up here, over here. It did get above up here, did create this, you know, double bottom up here, but right now it's hitting this major resistance at 20 moving average on the daily time frame. So this major resistance is a very important level to get above. See here, you know, this trend up here got broken, but I don't know if this was some kind of news talking and whatever, but you know, it doesn't look that bearish though. It doesn't look that bearish. Bullish engulfing candle weekly. There is no bullish engulfing candle weekly. You gotta get above 0.7. Went to 0.43 then down. You think that? I would say that, you know, it can, I'd say it can go all the way up to 48, 49 maybe. It came pretty close, so it doesn't have to do that. ML Luna hourly looking good. Pivot point CPR indicator monthly supports interesting by Anup. I don't like CPR indicator, but you know, Anup likes using that. I don't know if that's his indicator or he's just using something he likes, but you know. How long have you been streaming? 1.5 hours. That's too long, guys. I gotta go. I have stuff to do. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Hit the like on the way out. Subscribe to the channel if not subscribed. We're gonna do Bitcoin daily tomorrow, 9 AM Central European time on the dollar. Because tomorrow is Monday, it's gonna be very special day, weekly close. We're gonna see how we do that. Is there anything special we are expecting from this weekly close? Not really, no. I mean, we technically just gonna close below the support down here and confirm the move on the downside, so you know there is nothing. But next week, maybe, just maybe, we might have some nice green numbers. Anyways, guys, thanks everybody for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed that. Tomorrow, new day, new possibilities. And yeah, that's that. See you around, guys. Bye bye. We're gonna end with a nice song. Because why not be bullish when everybody is bearish? Why not be optimistic when everybody is pessimistic? Why not buy altcoins when everybody is selling altcoins? Don't eat the fun. Don't eat it. Bye bye, guys. See you around.